On the 24th of May 2010, on an episode of Raw, the Usos, along with Tamina, made their main roster debuts by sneak attacking the Hart Dynasty. The Hart Dynasty, the unified tag team champions at the time, were taking on Kozlov and William Regal. After just a few minutes, they would win the match. The Usos and Tamina would then attack. In truth, it's one of the weirdest attacks we've ever seen. Commentary are pretty much silent all throughout it. One of the Usos even slip as they go onto the top, which results in the crowd actually laughing. Thankfully, the splashes look impressive, but the show just moves on with little reflection on what just happened. The following week, then Raw GM Bret Hart talks to the Hart Dynasty and informs them that he knows who attacked them last week. It was the Usos, and he signed them to Raw. It's up to the Hart Dynasty to deal with this problem. He says a bit of adversity will be good for them. As Bret leaves, the Hart Dynasty discuss a plan. Later in the show, Usos and Tamina cut promos. We got the whole world tripping, guessing, got them wondering about us, who we are, where we're coming from. We got to thinking the only way for us to make a name for ourselves was to come here and put the Hart Dynasty on their backs. The crowd began to chant, "You suck," as they begin to introduce themselves. The Usos add that they want the Hart Dynasty to know that their family isn't the only family that runs deep in this business. They add that theirs runs deep too, from the wild Samoans to now. We're not your stereotypical Samoans anyway. We're about fashion. We're in your colleges, getting your scholarship money, in law firms. Bottom line is this: we had to make a name, and you was in the wrong place at the wrong time, partners. Tamina then speaks. That's right, brothers. Don't get us wrong. We respect where you come from. A long line of competitors that the WWE Universe respects. A respect that our family doesn't have. Just like my father, Jimmy Superfly Snooker. He was put in the corner at the first WrestleMania, the main event. You think he doesn't have something to offer? No, that won't happen no more. Because we have been born and created for one purpose: dominate. Hart Dynasty then come rushing down and we get a brawl. But it's the Usos and Tamina that close the segment standing tall. Next week on Raw, it's a viewer's choice night. The WWE Universe can choose the matches. So Hart Dynasty are going to face either the Usos, Dudebusters, or the Great Khali and Hornswoggle. Backstage, the Usos cut a promo saying they've laid out the Hart Dynasty for the past 2 weeks. They better hope that these fools, the viewers, don't make it 3. Great Khali and Hornswoggle win the vote. Hart Dynasty win the match very quickly. And of course, the Usos attack afterwards. But this time, the Hart Dynasty do much better. And they end the segment standing tall. The Usos would actually make their in-ring debuts on the June 17th, 2010 episode of Superstars against Mark Henry and Goldust. There's a good start by the Usos, lots of back and forth, but great double teamwork on display as they both work on Mark Henry. Jey goes for a cover, but only gets a 2 count. Again, more double teamwork. Jimmy with a flying headbutt. Jey comes in to deliver a kick to the ribs. Mark Henry throws Jey in the air and manages to make a hot tag to Goldust. Goldust hits a clothesline and follows it with a trademark strike, inverted atomic drop into a bulldog. Goldust then fires shots in the corner and hits a power slam. Goldust goes for the pin and Jey has to make the save. An axe handle by Jey to Mark Henry on the outside as Tamina grabs the leg of Goldust as he goes against the ropes. This slight distraction allows Jimmy to hit a super kick, a huge splash, followed by the pin. It gives the Usos the win in their debut match. The Usos would then have 3 matches back in WWE Developmental FCW, including one, strangely, against the Hart Dynasty for the Unified Tag Team titles. Just 6 days after their debut match, they would face the Hart Dynasty at the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view event in a 6-person mixed tag match. This is actually Tamina's WWE main roster debut, and of course the Usos' pay-per-view debut. After 9 minutes 29 seconds of a good back and forth, the Hart Dynasty would get the win when Natalya pins Tamina. Meltzer would score this 2.5 stars. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on it as it makes a massive difference. On screen right now, you can see links to other videos where we discuss other WWE superstars and how they made their main roster in-ring debuts.